What's going on, guys? It's me, it's PokemonTripHD, and we are back today with the first week in the Valhalla Pokemon League, or the VPL, whichever way you would like to call it. This is VPL, this is week number 1, and we're going up against Sky, aka Skyrander, and the Scandinavian Stoutlands. If you don't know who Skyrander is, I recommend you go ahead and check him out. His channel links will be down in the description below, as always, and he's a really cool guy. I really do like him, and I played him in the Battle Union, I think twice in Season 2, and a really cool guy. I kind of consider him my rival because we played a few times, and it's a lot of fun playing Sky. He's a really great battler. I've seen so many of his battles. He's such a great battler. He's an awesome friend of mine. He's so nice. So recommend you go and check him out. And plus, he has an accent, so why would you not check him out? So anyways, with that being said, there's no team builder for this week. I may do some in future weeks. I'm not really sure, but for this week, what I'm going to do is just explain my team. Like right now, I'm going to explain my team, and then I'm also going to go over how the team matches up against Sky's team. So I'm also going to kind of go through the Pokemon that Sky didn't bring, just so you have a general feel for his team. Now, each person has 12 pokes. They get 3 pokes from each tier. It's basically like a UCL style draft, but we didn't ban anything. So you can draft Mega Metagross, you can draft Mega Latias, you can draft all that good stuff. We didn't ban anything, and that's kind of how the draft went down. And there were snipe actions, blah blah blah. I explained all that in the draft analysis video that I made a few weeks back. I recommend you go and check that out if you want to know more about it. But anyways, my team that I'm deciding to bring for this match. Now, the team I'm deciding to bring, there's a Kieran Black, as you can see. Bringing Kieran Black, I believe it's a Habanberry Kieran Black, because Sky has a Hydreigon, and he also has a Latias, which he didn't bring, but he does have a Latias. It's kind of bulky with a Habanberry. It has a decent amount of speed, rest and attack, and then HP. It's kind of like split up between there, and it's adamant natured. It has Earth Power, it has Fusion Bolt, it has Iron Head, and it has Dragon Claw. And with a Habanberry, it just deals with his dragons, and it can deal with a lot of Pokemon on his team, just looking at his team. He also has a Tornadus, which he didn't bring to this match, and a Mega Diancie, which he didn't bring to this match. Just thought I'd mention that right off the bat. A few more pokes he didn't bring to this match, obviously, three other pokes, but they're not really, mentionable. Yeah, they're not really mentionable. I think he had like a Conkeler, or maybe he dropped Conkeler, I don't remember. But anyways, next up on the team, I have a Mega Scizor. Sky honestly does not have many counters to Mega Scizor. Like, just looking at his team, his only Bullet Punch resist is the Jellicent. Cobalion, that was another thing he didn't bring. It would also be the Cobalion, but he's not bringing the Cobalion. I thought Cobalion actually matched up pretty well against my team, but I did have things like, Scizor, which can switch in, Zapdos, which can switch in. I say Scizor switch in, but I guess if he carries HP Fire, it doesn't switch in. Zapdos can switch in. I have a Tangela. I have Dugtrio, which can trap it. I have Reuniclus, which switches in pretty nicely. But I thought he would bring it for mostly, like I said, to check the Scizor and to check Snorlax. But he didn't bring it, which is also surprising. I also suspected the Tornadus, but it didn't come. Like I said, Mega Scizor, it's offensive, adamant natured, max attack with like 200 something in HP. I think like 232 in HP. And then the rest into speed. It's like 20 EVs in speed, I believe, just in case he tries to speed creep my Mega Scizor. I have that there. Next up on the team, we have Zapdos. Those are my 3 OU pokes, as you can obviously tell. Zapdos, it's basically it's a momentum gainer for this match, and it's Spadef. Mostly Spadef has a little bit of Fizdef, but it's mostly Spadef. To be able to switch into things like the Latias after I switch into like Snorlax and take a Draco, or Hydreigon after I switch into Snorlax and take a Draco, I switch back into that. It can also switch into things like the Drapion. It doesn't wall Drapion, but it can switch to Drapion. It can deal with the 1v1, because Drapion does have Fire Fang, so I can't switch out my Scizor on it. It can deal with the Jellicent, that's, we're electric typing. It would be kind of difficult to deal with if he has Hex, but we can't deal with that. And it also deals, like I said, with the Cobalion. That's kind of the main thing, because I don't really have a Cobalion counter on this team. Like I said, I could bring Tangela, but it just, I'm not bringing Tangela to this match. So that's Zapdos. It has Volt Switch, Signal Beam, I think Discharge, and then Roost. That's its set. Next up on the team, we have Dugtrio, which is my RU poke. As you can see, I have my 2 U pokes. This is the RU poke I'm deciding to bring for this match. Dugtrio is really good against Sky's team, because like I said, I was expecting to bring the Cobalion, which is one of his few checks to my Mega Scizor. So I was going to plan to trap the Cobalion and Earthquake it to basically put it in range of a +2 Bullet Punch. But he didn't bring the Cobalion. It could also trap things like Mega Diancie. It can also trap things like Drapion, since, Drapion's weak to ground, which is the only thing it is weak to. It can trap things that are weak, like a weak Scolipede, like a weak Piloswine, even though Piloswine has Ice Shard. A weak Tauros, it could trap weak Pokemon, a weak Jellicent even, and pick it off for my Snorlax to deal with later on. That's kind of why it's there. The moveset it has is Stealth Rocks, I think Memento, Toxic, and Earthquake. That's the moveset I'm running on my Dugtrio. I have Toxic because I originally, I'll go over my Snorlax set, then I'll go over why I have Toxic. So next on the team we have a Reuniclus. It's honestly, it's a standard Trick Room Reuniclus. It's, you know, max HP, max attack. Modest Natured, Life Orb with Trick Room, Focus Blast, Shadow Ball, and Psyshock. It's really standard. Basically, after Get Up Rocks with Dugtrio, Dugtrio's main objective is to get up rocks, and trapping is secondary, but main objective is to get up rocks since Sky's not bringing the Cobalion, like I said. Basically, after rocks are up, it 2 KOs everything on his team. Well, not 2 KOs, it KOs everything on his team. Besides Jellicent and Latias, since they are, you know, they have really nice natural Spadef, so KOs everything else. Also, I guess Drapon doesn't OHKO. But, you know, after, like, I think 3 rocks or 2 rocks switch in, so then it is OHKO'd. So, unless it's AV. But yeah, Reuniclus is really good against his team. If I can weaken things, Reuniclus can sweep late game. Or if I can weaken things with Reuniclus for one of my other Pokemon to sweep late game, you know, Mega Scizor or Kieran Black. So that's the Reuniclus, like I said. It's just there for mostly late game, or I could use it early game depending on how things play out. Next up on the team, we have Snorlax. Now, this Snorlax, it's almost standard curse set. You know, the standard curse set's like 200 HP, or not 200, I think it's 200 HP, then like 100 something in defense, 100 something Spadef. I played around with it a little bit, and I think I made it an Impish nature. I want to say Impish. I'm honestly, I don't remember. No, I think it was Careful. I think it was Careful to switch into Draco's better. So I think it was Careful. It has Rest, Curse, Thunder Punch, and Body Slam. Now, I originally did not have Thunder Punch. I originally had Sleep Talk, but I decided to change it for Thunder Punch because I didn't want to rely on Dugtrio getting a Toxic on the Jellicent to be able to deal with the Jellicent. Because if you look on my team, Jellicent is kind of a threat. You know, I do have Kieran Black, but after it gets burned, I can't really deal with it. I do have Scizor, but like I said, after it gets burned, I can't really deal with it. Zapdos can deal with Jellicent, but it could be annoying if it has Willow and Hex. Dugtrio, you know, I can Toxic it, that's about it. And Reuniclus, you know, he's a Ghost type. So, I am carrying Thunder Punch on Snorlax because I said I wanted to be able to deal with the Jellicent 1v1 with my Snorlax. So that's why I'm running Thunder Punch. I originally didn't have Thunder Punch, so that's why I had Toxic on Dugtrio instead of something like Sucker Punch. But, I decided to put Toxic, I said, for the Jellicent, and then I put Thunder Punch on Snorlax just because because I wanted to be able to deal with the Jellicent. So I have a lot of things to deal with the Jellicent, a lot more than I originally planned. But yeah. Also, did I say my Mega Scizor's moves? I think I did, but it's Roost, SD, Knockoff, and Blow Punch. That's its moves. I actually don't think I said it, but those are its moves. I said every other Poke's moves. So that's the team. Pretty well-rounded team. I think, you know, Zapdos is checks the Tornadus basically. Which is, I forgot, I don't remember if I mentioned it checks Torn, but it checks Torn, it checks the Tornadus, which is a huge thing that's really nice. And his only immunity to Volt Switch is Piloswine, and whenever Piloswine comes in, I get to go out to Scizor and set up an SD and basically win. Because if you look at his team he has no switch-ins to a +2 Mega Scizor, unless his Jellicent is a speedy Jellicent, which I doubt it is because it needs to be defensive to deal with my Kieran Black. But if it's a speedy Jellicent, then that is. But other than that, he has nothing that takes a +2 Blow Punch, unless, you know, he brings a random Bulky Tauros or a Bulky Hydreigon or a Bulky Drapion, something like that. Which, you know, he might do something like that. But anyways, that's the sort of team preview thing I'm getting at. Now, looking at his team, I wanted to lead with Kieran Black because he does have a Kieran Black switch in. And I did EV my Kieran Black to 2 KO Jellicent even after a burn with the Fusion Bolts. So I'm going to go ahead and lead off with my Kieran Black, and we'll see what Sky leads off with right now. So let's get right into this. So Sky's issuing the challenge, and I'm going to go ahead and lead off with my Kieran Black. Oh, well, Sky's going to lead with Jellicent. He's going to lead with Jellicent. Then I'm going to lead with my Kieran Black. Here comes Lancelotto, the Kieran Black. So it's shiny Kieran Black because I do like the green. And so, like I said, I'm just going to go for the Fusion Bolt. I really have no reason not to, so I'm going to fire for Fusion Bolt. But he eats a Wakanberry! And that sucks, you know, that really sucks. But we're going to have the Fusion Bolt. It's going to do a decent chunk enough to where that next Fusion Bolt will be able to take him out. But he's going to go for the Will-O-Wisp Connect, and that's going to burn me. And then now, basically, Fusion Bolt's going to be doing the exact same amount as it did last time. So, with that, I realized his Justin's not faster than my Kieran Black, which is nice. But I don't really want to stay in. He's going to go for the Recover. I'm going to go and swap out to my Dugtrio so I can get a Toxic off on this because my Kieran Black is one less thing that can deal with the Jellicent because he's burned. And I don't have a Cleric on this team, so Kieran Black is basically going to be Water now. So I'm going to go ahead and go to Dugtrio. He also didn't bring a Defogger, his Latias. He didn't bring it. So I'm going to set up Rocks first because I want to bank on him not getting a Scald Burn, but he ends up going straight for the Will-O-Wisp, which is perfect. because that guarantees that I can get the Toxic off on him now. So I want to follow up those Stealth Rocks with the Toxic, and even if he wanted to swap out into something there, it wouldn't really matter what he swapped that into. We outspeed everything, and I could just, save this Duckcho for later to be able to Toxic the Jellicent. But he's going to go for the Scald now after we Toxic him. We did connect to the Toxic, thankfully, and Duckcho is going to go down. That's simple water right there. So now this trio's down. I'm going to go into my Kieran Black now. Now, you might be saying, why are you going back into Kieran Black? Because, like I said before, I don't have a really good check to this Jellicent, especially since I don't have... I could go to Snorlax and try setting up, but like I said, I don't... That would take way too many turns. I could do it, but that would take way too many turns. So, I'm just going to go to Kieran Black. Now, I predicted his Piloswine to come in on the Fusion Bolt, but he decided to just go for the Recover. Now, it wouldn't really matter if I went for the Fusion Bolt there, because that Recover would have gotten him back to full health. So, that over prediction didn't really cost me, which is great. Now I'm going to go for the Dragon Claw, I believe. Yeah, I'm going to go for the Dragon Claw, predicting him to think that I was locked in and swap out to the Hydreigon. But he ends up staying in and going for the Will-O-Wisp. So maybe he did think I was locked in. But yeah, so now he's getting low, and I believe I click Fusion Bolt now, I think. Yes, I clicked the Fusion Bolt, hoping that this will kill Kieran Black. Can you take out the Jellicent? Can you do me the goody-goody? And it doesn't take out the Jellicent, which is unfortunate. It's sitting around like 35-ish%. So we know that he's not like a max defense set. We can tell he's not max defense because that's doing, around 35-ish%, maybe 40% even. So we know he's not max defense, so he might be some sort of speedy just. So I need to take that into account, so I can't let my Scizor go into this. But now he's going to withdraw his Jellicent, and he's going to go into the Drapion. I predict him to withdraw into the Piloswine, not to try getting up Rock. So I'm going to go for the Iron Head. But he does go to the Drapion, so that's unfortunate. I go for the Iron Head. I'm actually going to score a crit with Iron Head, which is nice, but it's not really going to matter. It's still going to do basically 0. Now I'm going to go for the Earth Power. We can't live a knockoff guaranteed unless he is adamant. So we're going to live this knockoff, which is great. He's going to knock off my Abonberry. I'm going to click the Earth Power, but he eats a Shucka Berry. What the heck, a Shucka Berry? And that's kind of unfortunate, because this Earth Power will not take him out now. But it still does a really decent chunk, and we're going to go down to the branch. So Jellicent gets a kill. Jellicent got 2 kills already. It killed Dugtrio and it killed Kieran Black, which is like, what the heck. But his Drapion, since the crit Iron Head, he's guaranteed in range of my Mega Scizor's Bullet Punch. So I'm going to go to Mega Scizor and just click Bullet Punch. He's basically guaranteed to just stay in. He can't really risk swapping out. Plus, if he swaps down to Jellicent, a Bullet Punch plus the Toxic damage will put him in range for a knockoff to kill, even though he did eat his Wakan Berry already, since we already know he's not max defense also. So I'm going to Bullet Punch and take him out. Thanks to the crit Iron Head, he's guaranteed in range. If there was no crit Iron Head, it would not be guaranteed range, and I would just probably go to Zapdos. But yeah, so now he's going to go into the Jellicent, and it looks like he's in range of knockoff. I decided to risk it, and we do take him out. Now, after this, it was revealed that his Jellicent was able to outspeed my Mega Scizor just barely by 1 point. And since I put the extra 20 EVs into my... I'm also going to pause right here. Since I put the extra 20 EVs into my Mega Scizor, he does not outspeed us, and we're able to outspeed him. Now, that is a crucial point in this match, because that was basically one of his only checks that Mega Scizor gone now. So basically, next time Piloswine comes in, if I can go out to my Mega Scizor or sack something, get out to my Mega Scizor, depending, if he's banded or whatnot, I can actually set up an ST and just win now, because all he has left is Hydreigon, Tauros, Piloswine, and Scolipede, and neither of those, especially after Rocks, take a +2 Blow Punch. I believe Tauros is a roll, and I believe Hydreigon is a roll, but the rolls that are in my favor to take them out, because I think they do like 80-something min. This is assuming they're not invested in HP, of course. So what I'm going to try doing now, his Hydreigon just switch in, and I have EV switch into my Snorlax. It also is going to show us whether his Hydreigon is offensive or not offensive, because like I said, if he's some sort of defensive Hydreigon, he can take hits from my Mega Scizor, but he's going to go for the Dark Pulse, and this damage shows that he is an offensive Hydreigon, which is good to know. And it's kind of weird he has Dark Pulse, but whatever, because if I was Calm Mind, Reuniclus, it would be easy. But he's going to go for the Superpower now, and that basically shows me that he's probably Expert Belt like Naive or something. I'm going to go for the Curse, just because I kind of expect him to swap out, thinking maybe, maybe he's Scarf to outspeed my Kieran Black, but he's not Scarf. So I'm going to set up a Curse, and that basically ensures that we can take the next superpower, especially since he's on -1 attack. I'm also going to pause right here just to explain this really quickly. We can take the next superpower guaranteed. Now, judging by how much the Dark Pulse did, and judging by how much the superpower did, I'm assuming he is a Naive enough to outspeed my Kieran Black. His Kieran Black's base 95, Hydreigon's base 98 or 99, something like that. So I'm assuming he has enough speed to outspeed my Kieran Black. And I'm assuming he has Draco Meter to OHKO my Kieran Black. So I'm thinking he's going to go for the Draco meter now, and calculating how much damage the other 2 moves did, I can take a Draco meter, and I can actually rest up right now. And if I rest up right now, he's at -1 attack, -2 special attack after a Draco meter, and we're basically set to sweep because none of his other Pokemon can take him. You know, Scolipede, unless he has SD, it's no match for me, even though I don't have Sleep Talk. Tauros, it's not going to be doing enough damage to 3 KO me. Since we're at +1 defense and I'm invested some on HP and defense, so it's not going to be enough to 3 KO me, especially after lefties, all that good stuff. And Piloswine, we eat up hits from Piloswine that we can set up on Piloswine. So basically, Snorlax can win if I rest up right now, but it would take a lot of turns. So I'm not going to go for the rest right here. I'm just going to go for the Body Slam because Body Slam should be able to take him out. If not, it's going to be able to put him in range for Mega Scizor to kill him. So he's going to Draco Meter. We do live it as expected, and I'm not going to rest up. I'm just going to go for the Body Slam because I don't want this match to take too long. I want to enjoy this match because if I just rest talk, it's not even rest talk, it's just rest sweep. It's not going to be enjoyable for you guys to watch. It's not going to be enjoyable for me or Sky to play, so that's why I didn't go for that. And plus, I do think I can win with my Mega Scizor in the end game. If anything, my Reuniclus can also win end game. So he's going to go to his Tauros now to kill me. He's going to go for the Rock Slide, predicting my Zapdos to come in, I assume. But he lands the Rock Slide, which I think was risky. He probably should have just went for something that landed, maybe like Earthquake or something, if he carried Earthquake. But anyways, now I'm going to go to my Reuniclus. I'm going to go inside the Trick Room. His only Pokemon left are Tauros, Piloswine, and Scolipede, and that's leaves me just enough turns to kill everything with either a Focus Blast or a Psyshock. So I'm going to go set up this Trick Room, and this is looking like a Reuniclus sweep. After rocks, Piloswine is in guaranteed range of this Focus Blast, which is amazing. I'm going to go for the Focus Blast. We connect the Focus Blast, and that's a dead Piloswine. Piloswine is gone. Wait, Piloswine lives. Piloswine lives! What the heck? Piloswine lives. So that's very unfortunate. He actually is a Spadef Piloswine. So he was, I believe, guaranteed to live the After Rocks, which is brilliant EV spread on Sky's part. But now, this gives me the opportunity to go out to my Mega Scizor and click SD and snag the victory. He's going to go for Earthquake. If he doubled out into Tauros, it would actually, I believe Sky would have a really solid chance at winning this match. He would need to... it would be a 50-50 with the Reuniclus if he doubled out the Tauros right there, but he couldn't risk me, hitting his Tauros. So I set up the ST, and that is a good game. It's not a banded Piloswine, judging by how much I did to my Reuniclus, so I was safe to switch in my Scizor. Even if he went for the Earthquake here and the Ice Shard the next turn, I believe we would still be able to take that, and he has no priority with Tauros or with Scolipede, so this is GG. Scizor is going to pick up the last 3 kills here at the end, and we pick up a 3-0 victory with Reuniclus, Mega Scizor, and Zapdos surviving. I didn't even get to send out Zapdos, but, it's whatever. I didn't really have a chance to send out Zapdos because Zapdos probably would have just died if I sent it out on one of his Pokemon. But that's going to be the end of this match. We do pick up a 3-0 victory. Scizor picking up 5 kills and no deaths, with the next kill being by Snorlax, picking up 1 kill, 1 death on the Hydreigon. And yeah, that's a good game right there. What thoughts about this match? Now, I think it was a pretty good match. I just think the matchup was way too heavily in my favor. Sky had no switch into my Kieran Black or my... Oh, no! No! I forgot to pause. I forgot to pause. All right. Boom. Sky had no switch into my Mega Scizor. That actually he brought, he could have brought Cobalion, or, Latias takes the +2 Blow Punch too, but he didn't bring either of them. So he had no switch into my Mega Scizor. He also had no switch into Kieran Black, but he played around Kieran Black very well with his Jellicent. But I think Jellicent, there's too much pressure on Jellicent this match. Jellicent was the only Pokemon that did really well against my team, honestly. Piloswine did decent against my team, but it doesn't really hurt. I just ripped that, honestly. It doesn't really hurt Snorlax or Mega Scizor, so it's kind of just yeah. Scolipede did decent against my team, but I have a Mega Scizor unless he was carrying HP Fire, which he was not. And Hydreigon did decent against my team. Same with Latias, but he didn't end up bringing Latias. I thought Latias would come over the Drapion, but I guess he wanted Drapion as insurance for a Calm Mind Reuniclus. Like I said, I just think the team matchup was just way too heavily in my favor. As soon as Scizor got out to +2, it was basically GG. Just look at his team. Nothing takes a +2 hit from Mega Scizor, unless he was max speed Reuniclus. I do think if he was gonna go enough speed for Reuniclus to outspeed Mega Scizor, he should have at least put 5 points of speed above Mega Scizor. Not 1 point of speed above Mega Scizor, at least 5, because always expect your opponent to at least put 20 EVs in speed into their Pokemon. That's at least what I do. I expect them to at least put a little bit in case in case they prepare for speed creeping. So that's why I always put 20 EVs in speed. Also, not always 20 EVs. Some sort of EV spread. into speed. So like I said, that was a really good game. This match was really long. Well, not really long. It was actually a really, really short match, but I just talked way too much, so that's why it was long. Hope you guys did enjoy this match. So I did enjoy this match. Like I said, it was a very fun match, a really offensive match, and these offensive type matches are actually some of my favorite matches to play. From TBU, as you guys remember, I actually brought a pretty bulky team most matches, and it was fun. I really did enjoy the TBU and those matches, but offense is such a different playstyle, and there's such joy to playing offense. So that's why I decided to draft offensive team and play offensive, and I do like it. It's a lot of fun, and I think Sky enjoyed this match too. I believe there was really no hacks in this match. I did get a crit Iron Head on this Drapion, but I was burned anyways, so it didn't really do much. And I was guaranteed to live the knockoff from Drapion too, so it's not like that was hacks or anything. And I just, I don't think there was much hacks that actually mattered. Iron Head, crit, just put him in guaranteed range of a Scissors Bullet Punch. And I could have just wanted to Zapdos if I didn't get the crit. So it's not like it mattered. In the end, I do think I would have won without the crit Iron Head. So it wasn't really any hacks, and I'm thankful for that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this match. Like I said, let me know your thoughts about this match in the comment section down below. Next week we're playing Mad Junk, aka Carl. We're playing Carl next weekend. He has a great team. He has the Pony Keldeo. He has Mew. It's going to be a really fun match. I've actually already played that match. Spoiler alerts. But yeah, that'll be up probably this weekend. Since, like I said, I already played this match. This match is also going up late, so apologies for that. I'll try getting up my matches on time from here on out. And yeah, that'll be it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts about this match in the comment section down below. See you guys later on this week for the match against Carl. See you guys then. Have a nice trip. Bye.